You might be turning girls off right now and not even realize it. But don't worry, today, we gonna fix that. What up, homie? My name's Dave and I put out new videos every Tuesday and every Friday to help you get the girls you want and become the man you're meant to be. So if you haven't subscribed yet, then make sure to smash that button and hit that bell so you don't miss out on your dream girl. Anyway, today you're gonna learn the top turnoffs for girls and how to avoid them. Make sure you listen to each turnoff carefully because I want you to drop a comment below and let me know which one you think you're most guilty of. Now, let's get into it.
I open my eyes. Tonight I feel like waking.
This one is when you're afraid to hold eye contact with the girl. You know, maybe your eyes are darting all over the place and you're looking crazy. Maybe you just are always the first one to break eye contact. A lack of eye contact is bad because it shows that you lack confidence. Think about it, man. Would a guy like James Bond have his eyes darting all around while he's talking to you? Absolutely not. He's gonna be making that strong eye contact and you're gonna know this ain't a dude to be fucked with. Weak eye contact also makes it really difficult to build sexual tension. Think of eye contact as the spark that ignites the beautiful flame of sexual tension. Without it, you ain't got no flame and ain't nobody feeling hot. So here's how you can fix it, man. I want you to practice making eye contact for a little bit longer than you feel comfortable doing with everybody you talk to this week. I'm not saying you need to try to glare into their soul. Just try not to be the first person to break eye contact.
Break it up now, break it up, honey. The satisfaction in you don't seem to be fine. I'm feeling crazy now.
So a few years ago, I was in Vietnam and I hung out with a super sexy Asian girl. Now she seemed kind of shy and timid and innocent. So I was like, all right, we're gonna go out, have some drinks, and it's gonna be chill. Then all of a sudden, she starts bombarding me with shit tests out of nowhere, like one after the other. She's like, oh, why do you look nervous right now? Why are you smiling? Why are you laughing so much? She's throwing her full arsenal at me, and I'm just like, what the fuck? It caught me off guard, and instead of keeping my cool like I usually do, I got super flustered. I just didn't see it coming. Now, I still managed to take this girl back to my place. I don't know how I did it, but I wasn't able to close the deal. And I think a big reason for it was that I got so flustered and reactive. It made me seem weak, and girls don't like hooking up with weak guys. So one way that you could be being reactive right now is that you explain yourself to women. So let's say you're out at the bar, you're drinking a nice little cocktail, and the girl says, hey, that seems like kind of a girly drink. You could get super overreactive and try to explain yourself, like, oh, I usually drink more manly drinks, but it just seemed like it was tasty. Or you can keep it cool, calm, and collected and be like, yeah, gonna show my sensitive side. The second way is a lot better because she's gonna be like, damn, this dude is not gonna get phased. He must be a cool guy. So yeah, man, just remember that being really reactive in an interaction makes you look kind of weak and removes your power. So instead, when a girl says something and try to get a reaction out of you, try not to take it too seriously. Stay calm, be cool, and see it as a nice little challenge that you can use to break through her resistance and create more of a flirty vibe.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting
I got bad news, bro. Women can always tell when you're not in the moment. They got like a spidey sense for it that us guys just don't really have. When you're not right there present with her, it makes the interaction boring, it makes the conversation less exciting, and for the girl, something just feels off. Now there is two good ways you can fix it. Number one is to meditate. Try to meditate for 10 minutes every morning, and this is gonna help you get a grip on your thoughts and actually be there in the moment when you're talking to somebody. The second thing is to actively listen to the girl. Don't just sit there and wait for her to finish talking so you can say your piece. Actually listen to what she's saying and try to build on the conversation. It's such a subtle thing, but once you can master being present with girls, ooh man, it's a game changer. Like that's how you get to the next level.
I could always be the one you wanna call when it's cold outside. I will always be the one that's right here standing by your side.
So this is when you're willing to jump all over a girl just because she's physically attractive and basically is talking to you. You're like, oh my God, you're sexy, let's do this. This shows desperation that you probably don't have a lot of options because you're willing to jump down any girl's pants who talks to you. So to fix this, you gotta be a little bit more selective, man. So here's what I want you to do. Think of 3 qualities you want in your ideal girl. And when you're talking to the girl, try to figure out if she has those qualities, and if she does, warm up a little bit. For example, I really like girls who know how to cook. So one question I'll ask a lot is, what type of stuff do you like to cook? And if she gives me a good answer, I'll warm up, I'll open up, and we usually end up back at my place for a plate of spaghetti, some meatballs, and a little bit of how you doing. Man, I just realized I have 3 very awkward little stains in the middle of my shirt. I feel like a jamoke right now. Let's keep it going. So when I say moving too slow, I ain't talking about walking or talking. It's good to do that nice and slow. What I'm talking about is you're taking too long to lead her or too long to make a move. This shows that you lack confidence, and it also hurts your chances of hooking up with a girl. Because listen, man, attraction has a window. There's a certain amount of time where a girl is gonna be into you and down to hook up with you. And if you don't do it in that window of time, she ain't gonna be down anymore. A lot of guys be like, man, I haven't hung out with her for 7 hours yet. She ain't ready to go home with me yet. I call bullshit, bro. And as an example, Yuki, get over here. All right, Yuki, tell the people what happened on our first date. What did we do?
We went to a mall to get a coffee, and after that, you told me something about going to the supermarket to get a bottle of wine.
Exactly. I was like, hey, we had a cup of coffee. I'm like, yo, you want to go grab a bottle of wine? We go to the supermarket, grab the bottle of wine, and of course, the natural thing to do is to go back to your place to drink it, because you can't be drinking wine in the streets over here. I know it's Mexico, but she ain't the Wild Wild West. So within like an hour of meeting her, we're heading back to my place, and I thought some magic was gonna happen, but Yuki played a little bit hard to get, right?
That's true.
But she played a little hard to get, but hey, moving fast didn't hurt me in the end, because we're still dating right now. Being aggressive and going for what you want is usually not gonna hurt you with the girl, because girls like guys who go for what they want. What'd you think, Yuki?
It was a good move.
There you go.
I wake up in a cold sweater. I wonder if it's too late to block out all the sunlight. Block out all the sun.
So this is basically when you're being negative or talking trash about something. Like, oh, I can't believe this food is taking so long. Like, this drink really sucks. Here's the thing, man. Nobody likes a negative Nancy or a Joey Jamoke. This ruins the positive vibe and makes you seem bitter. And let's face it, man, cool dudes who get laid don't have a lot to be bitter about. So when you're out here acting more bitter than a sour grape, she ain't gonna be into that. It's a lot better to keep the complaining to a minimum and instead focus on positive topics, because that's gonna keep the conversation fun and engaging, and it's gonna show her that you're a positive and fun guy.
So you were shrugging your shoulders and closed off. That's what I told you. Soon enough, everything started to change.
So I was out at the bar with my buddy the other night, and I'm helping him talk to some girls, and I see him approach one girl, and it seems to be going well, but he is getting all up in her grill. Like, he is just touching her a little too much, talking a little bit too close to her, kind of isolating her from the group a little too much. He was basically missing the social cue that she wanted a little bit more space. So I whisper in his ear, I'm like, bro, back off a little bit, give her a little bit of space, then get back in, keep going in and out, versus just staying all up in the grill. This ain't a fucking barbecue. That's exactly what he did. The interaction started going a lot better. Matter of fact, he actually got her number, and now they're married, have 10 kids, and live on a ranch in the south of Mexico. But yeah, man, a lot of guys, like my buddy, miss social cues when it comes to personal space, but they also miss them when it comes to conversation. So maybe they make poorly timed jokes, or they just try to return back to conversation topics that have already been played out, and it just gets awkward. Now, the only way to really fix this and get better at reading those social cues is to have more interactions with hot girls, practice trying to pick up on cues, and reflect afterwards on what you could have done better. And if you want to get more of those interactions, then make sure to check out this video right here. You're gonna learn 7 daily habits that help you meet hot girls in your everyday life. Let's keep it going. I'll see you there, homie.